like to. So, yeah,
All right. Well,
Shabo, are you here even?
Me? I'm here, yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna
off
push
to a
this
great
off.
start.
I'm not going to expose you for your Sonic OC tendencies, but I think I'm going to say that for next podcast.
Sorry, I just threw up in my mouth a bit. Anyway.
Wait, what?
Your Tails profile picture.
I changed it because you said you might think I'm a furry. I'm not.
We're on
That's not what
camera
it
here.
is.
This
Oh,
is
now-
a furry podcast.
Oh, now it's Shield Hero. I approve. Okay.
Okay.
Raccoon girl, best girl.
Agreed.
A little bit torn on that one, but I mean,
Oh no!
what
Don't
other-
say it's the lolly.
what
bird.
what else is legal in that show?
I don't think anything really is defined as legal.
Yeah. So I try
Talia
to
says he's an adult now.
Yeah.
try to keep myself at arm's length because it's like it's a little
That's
bit
true.
strange. I don't like it when shows get into that. When it started turning into a harem, I stopped watching.
Can we talk about how Macho Man is probably best waifu? Even though he took a bullet for this earth?
Who?
Yeah, I mean, is it Macho Man Randy Savage, man? Come on.
Oh, okay. I was like, Macho Man. Are we still talking about anime?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah, brother! Alright, Shabo, do the intro.
Hey guys, I'm Shaboom Banana with the OmniSouls podcast, and today I am
Oh,
your
God, you
co-host.
butch-
I am the co-host of the OmniSouls podcast.
Okay.
I'm
the main-
just sort of here.
Alright, here.
and
I got this. There was an attempt. Welcome, everybody, to the 7th episode of the OmniCast, for your weekly For Honor podcast. I don't think there's another one, but if there is, well, let's duke it out. I'm your warm host, Flame. Please get comfy. Make yourself at home as we dive into this. I'm joined by my lovely co-host. Go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Hey guys, it's me, Shaboom Banana, aka Harry.
He sounds exactly the same.
Gotta keep that
And,
consistency.
There
I
you
guess
go.
I'm the guest this episode, unless there's someone else But
No,
just hiding behind me. Yeah, anyway, hello, I'm Moron Abound.
please tell us what you do and introduce yourself, Moron.
I'm a professional shit poster. Emphasis on shit poster, less on professional. But I just make For Honor videos. I hope they're funny. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're a little more inclined to show off editing tricks. But yeah, that's basically what I do. I play the game and I make videos. So I
think
guess
I
I'm
was-
here.
I watched some of your videos, and I have to say that I am genuinely impressed. But
Thank you, man.
I am not impressed because you do not do For Honor ASMR videos.
Oh well,
So,
we can solve that right now, ladies and gentlemen.
could you do like a? It'd be really funny if you like quoted like Highlander when he did the kick. I'm not sure if he does. Like, done my class.
Yeah. Fiat la Brioter. There we go. Fiat la Brioter, my gentleman. Anyway.
Oh my god, getting right up in your ear. So Shabo, tell me how your day went.
Dude, I just woke up an hour ago.
That's me
It is,
though.
it is 6:30 p.m. right now. I went to bed at like 7 a.m. this morning.
Everybody
Well.
knows. Yeah, that's best. That's best schedule for me though. Like that is just what I do though.
I love it, dude. I love not having any responsibilities outside of working from 3 p.m. to midnight, and I just stay up as late as I like.
Just okay.
My mom
Every
used to get
time.
mad at me because I wake up at 5 p.m. every day, and I have 8 calls from her saying, "Where are you at? I wanted you to come to lunch with me and your grandma."
Oh fuck! You just cutting out.
Wait, what?
Hey, you just cut out when you said, "Why didn't you come to me with lunch with me and grandma?"
My grandma scares me.
That was his grandmother shoving food down his mouth.
No, that was her cutting the connection. He was like,
Yeah.
"You guys too much now." All right,
Come
Mon.
eat dinner. Anyway.
How was your day?
It was alright. I saw Endgame today. No
Thoughts?
spoilers. My
I was
thoughts
gonna
on
say, no
it.
spoilers.
A no spoiler review from a very cynical Moron Abound is that it's aight. It's not as good as Infinity War. I will say that. In my opinion, Infinity War is vastly superior, but it does hold up entertainment-wise. I thought Captain Marvel was a bit shoehorned, and I thought she was
Yeah.
irritating.
I have to agree.
And that is my no spoiler review. I won't say anything more. Actually, I will say ending of the film is kind of tear jerking. So just be prepared for that if you're going there.
Can you spoil one thing for me, just for me exclusively?
Yeah.
There is a hardcore gay sex scene between Captain America and Iron Man.
Not that. Somebody told me there was Fortnite in it.
Oh my god, yeah, I fucking hated that, dude. There
really is.
It's just a joke shot, like where it's in there, but it exists and I hate it. Like
is it an Easter egg?
Me.
No, it's a full on shot.
Oh no.
I thought it was a joke. I didn't think they were serious.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It actually happened. And it made like as soon as it happened, I wanted to walk out, but I just couldn't bring myself to. It was like, are you serious right now? This is a movie with how much money behind it. Why do you care about pop culture? Why don't make that? It's gonna look so bad in 10 years. When you're watching the movie back and it's just like, oh, what's that game? Nobody's gonna know what the fuck that is.
Thanos snaps his fingers and then default dances.
Yeah.
That's
that's actually the ending of the movie.
I knew it. I knew they wouldn't go with the Ant-Man crawling up his asshole.
Yeah, that's such a fucking.
Dude, he tries that, but Thanos snaps and default dances, and he just flushes right out.
Dang.
2 minutes into default dance, and you realize Ant-Man is nowhere on the battlefield. But yeah, Shaboom, speaking of Fortnite, how was your Fortnite partner there?
Oh, my Fortnite friend? Oh my god.
Yeah, your Fortnite friend.
You're not filled in on this, Abound. Okay, so I have this guy who I work with, who every time I go to the bathroom, he sees me go to the bathroom, and he goes to the bathroom with me, and he asks me if I want to play Fortnite duos with him on the phone. In the bathroom, every single time. Recently, he has stopped. He has stopped recently, but oh my god, it was like relentless, man. We'd be in the urinal next. He would walk up to the urinal next to me. He'd be like, "Dude, you want to play Fortnite real quick?"
It's like an awkward reach around. Like he's just like, "Hey, man."
Basically, yeah.
I know you're unzipping right now, and you're just like taking care of business, but I want to play some Fortnite.
Let's get this done.
Yeah.
That's like walking into the bathroom and pulling up somebody next in the urinal and being like, "Man, my dick's so small." Like, how are you supposed to react to that? You can't say anything.
I got 2 laptops in my bag right now. We can just stand up and do it. It's
He's
fine.
talking about mobile phones, man.
Yeah, he's talking about mobile, dude.
Oh no!
When I go to take a dump, he gets in the stall next to me, and he passes like his phone out of the stall and like shows us like code or whatever, and I'm like, "No, dude, stop!"
Holy shit! That is some form of assault. I'm pretty sure.
Doesn't matter in the bathroom either. If there's other people in there, they're just like, okay, whatever, that's happening.
Shabo. So what if this man just like he upped his game? So you said he stopped for a while, right?
Yeah.
So what if he upped his game, whatever? He comes into the bathroom right next to you and then just slides a VR like underneath. He's like, come on, Fortnite, let's go.
An entire VR headset. I smuggled it into work, dude, just so we can play Fortnite together on VR. Fortnite's not even on VR.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's the next big thing. What if it comes out, the first thing he does is come to you?
It's a virtual PC and a headset, that's what it is. So I can play Fortnite with him. Oh
Damn.
God.
You guys going to extreme lengths, dude.
Alright, we gotta talk about For Honor, because this is For Honor podcast.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Let's take that fat out.
I'm glad we feel the same.
Yeah, honestly, though, it's borderline abusive, so I'm still waiting for Karen to give back the kids. But anyway, speaking of For Honor or whatever, actually I have this question about being a For Honor YouTuber. Since you are a professional shit poster, I have a question about what do you do when you encounter another YouTuber? Like, how does that go down? Is there any passive-aggressive tendencies behind when you guys meet?
No, unless it's Nate Cadillac. Then I'm very passive-aggressive. You see, everyone else is pretty chill, but
you're allowed to be.
I'm throwing shade here, but like the guy is not good at deflecting. There, I said it. His name is like Deflect Nate or some shit. I've seen him maybe do one deflect, and it was on a raw top heavy that I threw out just to see if he would like fall for it. But like he deflected me once, and the other times I was just like, I don't even remember what I was playing. But I'm very passive aggressive when I meet him. But whenever I see like Jerome or Young Malaria or Draza, like it's just always like, hey dude, what's up? Like
I think
always
it's
just like talk with each other.
Because you guys don't take the game as serious, right?
Yeah, I try not to. I've been very so a while back I actually stopped streaming For Honor because I entered a policy of no For Honor streams because I got so pissed at the game. I genuinely try to be like chill, but there's something about like, and I never yell when I'm playing alone. There's something about talking to somebody else while you're playing the game, or like just like talking to the stream, where it's just like, oh, this is mildly more irritating than. And then I just like I'd raise my voice occasionally, and then I'm just like, okay, this is not fun. I'm gonna take a break from streaming the game. And I recently got back into it, and I'm proud to say I was very chill, and I was just kind of relaxed and stuff. But I've gotten better with that. But yeah, usually when I'm just playing alone, I'm kind of just chill and having a beer or something, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But
you ingest alcohol in order to deal with this game.
I mean, and it's even like gotten to the point where the game is so bad, and I say that in very like relative terms. I don't think the game is horrible, but it's gotten to the point where I'm just like, okay, yeah, that happened. That indicator disappeared and I died because of it, but yeah, that's fine. Oh, I got a phantom parry because my opponent's weapon bounced off the wall, and I ate 40 damage from the opposite side because I was locked into an animation. Yeah, that happened. That's really cool.
I hate that.
Oh yeah, you got range guard broken by a shinobi who you couldn't even see because he had the stealth feed on and he was off your screen while you were getting 3v1s. Yeah, that happened. I guess you're dead now. Anyway, yeah, let's just move on.
I think
that's my attitude now. Like,
I think call it playing For Honor for me in that aspect. Well, I'm not like really known for like my For Honor content per se, but I will say like it is hard for me to do just For Honor in general nowadays because it's just so stressful.
It's also the point where at my MMR, so like at my level of the game, it's just like nearly everyone knows how to play the game and is playing to win. So it's more the fact that I either have to group with someone with lower MMR than I have, or I'm not going to or I have to sweat in order to like do anything. So it's the game is frustrating because I don't like sweating when I'm playing video games. But there are I've been having more fun lately, which is good. I'm getting off topic, I think. I'm
No.
We're on the money.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, but anyway.
So does this game just make you want to just kill a man?
Occasionally. When I encounter a select few individuals, I'm like, oh, here we go again.
Like a Black Prior shield bash spamming.
See, it's not even that, because I actually don't have a problem with Black Prior. I find Black Priors extremely predictable. Conqueror, not shield bashing. Conqueror's the problem with Conk is that he has 20 gazillion option selects that he can just choose. He also has 700 milliseconds to superior block on dodge, so that's really cool. Yeah, it's really fun because like you'll just try to attack a Conqueror and he just finds a way to get around it because low option selects. But like the problem with Conqueror is that he has a broken defense. It's not his offense. His shield bash. Once you're used to it. Well, this is like speaking from a person who mechanically like knows how the game functions at a competitive level. Like I am in no means a competitive player, but it's just like I've played enough. I've done enough research. I studied millisecond timings. I know what everything is. I know what all the characters can do and shit. I know what's bullshit. And I know how to exploit what my characters can do. That's basically competitive, and everyone in duels at my MMO does that shit. So it's more the person. It's more knowing, hey, this person has a zone that he can just go into, and whatever attack you're throwing, it'll just bounce off because superior block. I'm talking about Conqueror. If he dodges and I'm throwing an attack, my attack's gonna bounce off because he has superior block while he's dodging. I also know that he can use his charged heavy to option select me. I know he can use a superior block heavy. I know I know all this shit that a Conqueror can do. But when I'm fighting a Conqueror, I just go Highlander because Highlander dicks all over Conqueror.
Just kick into the grab.
It's yeah, and then
That's
people
all you do.
And then people are like, you're spamming 50-50. It's like, well, you're fucking giving me no other option.
Clearly, though. So let's talk about something that is it's for both of you guys. So I get two sides of a coin with this. So when it comes to For Honor YouTubers, what your experiences would be? What do you think would be like one of the main things that you dislike about interacting with other fellow YouTubers? You don't have to name drop, but you could just say one thing.
Probably cockiness, really. Like, I'm a For Honor YouTuber. Like, I cannot tell you how many people I've played with where they have like their Twitch TV name or like their YouTube name in like their username, and then
I don't like it. Yeah.
And then you specifically select that person to like attack just to annoy them, and then they just go in the chat and they just, what the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little fucking bitch? I'll have you know I played 300 hours in For Honor. It's like, it's the best, but it's also simultaneously like, hey, I'm one of you. I do this. Stop. You're making a bad image for me. There was
I would have to. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I would have to say that's pretty much the only thing I have a gripe with too. I'm guilty of it, like on occasion, like, but I'm never like.
Yeah, but I mean like all
overly
the time.
Cocky. I don't put Moron Abound YouTube in my name, mainly because I can't. Okay, tangent. I can't name, the reason why my name is Boring Abound on Uplay is because I actually cannot make it Moron Abound because Uplay deems that offensive.
Yeah, moron is
the word moron is so little Timmy can log into the game, right? And see like some woman's head getting chopped off. That's fine. But oh no, the word moron, it's way too offensive.
Too much.
Yeah, you can have someone, like, just to throw out, there's a guy with a username, Chicks with Dicks. Yeah, that's fine. But Moron Abound. Okay. No, that's fine. Dude. That's not okay. Fucking send him to the gulag. But
they hit you with that Club Penguin band, dude.
Yeah.
You can literally watch Raider grab somebody's neck and snap it with his one arm, but you can't look at the word moron. It's too much, dude. Sorry.
Yeah, man, you can watch Shigoki literally step on someone to death, and like that's cool. But the word moron. Oh, by the way, all this gore in the game, and fucking, you can't have one execution where there's an accidental boob grab. Fuck you, Ubisoft.
I know, you saw that too, right? With the Valkyrie thing?
Oh, the Valkyrie,
yeah. See, this is coming from someone who's played Valkyrie before she was reworked, and actually preferred her before she was reworked. But like that execution was so good, and it was so good. No one thought it was offensive, and
it was fun.
It was a fun execution.
Am I the only one who thinks there are not enough funny executions in this game?
Yeah, I think it's too serious. It takes itself way too serious.
Because when this game first came out, you had a lot of like goofy executions with like, especially with like Lawbringer and Raider and Lawbringer, and they've just really gotten edgy. I think with like Blackfire does not have one single like funny execution. They're all like, I throw you on the ground and I stab my shield in your back and I behead you. It's like
the least edgy execution Blackfire has is the new one, which I really like.
I haven't seen it. What do they do?
It's kind of like an upward slash, then a bash with the edge of the shield, and then she like thrusts the sword downwards and kind of pins them, and then punches them off the sword. It's kind of neat. I like executions that aren't like way too edgy, but I don't like silly executions are funny like now and again when you just want to meme on somebody. But I prefer executions when they're like, yeah, that would kill someone. Like
kind of like Raider with the giant overhead swing where he hits you in the head with his axe. Like the default execution he has, where like the default.
Yeah, that one.
That one's okay. That's not like you're not looking at it and you're like, wow, dude, I'm really scared right now. You're just like, oh yeah, he killed me. It's like you don't get that feeling of like deep dark edge whenever you see that happen.
Yeah, but off the tangent, back to the original question. Other than that, I don't have any problems with interacting with For Honor YouTubers. Most of them are really chill. Jerome especially.
I've bumped into Jerome so many times in game, and I have not. I killed him one time, and I was so happy. But other than that, I've never like won against him.
He's a very good player, but
he's really good. He has a group of guys he plays with too. Cause I remember he came back and he streamed, and they just destroyed us.
It makes it very hard because he's a he's not the best raider, but he's decent enough where he can shut you down if he's got a team. Any raider really can do that, but
Yeah.
he can hold his own too. Like he's very he's actually a better Shigoki than he is a raider. If you would like a little tidbit.
I think it's different for me because you guys play on PC, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm condemned to the PS4 game. So I see people like, I saw Infinite one time and he was playing Aramusha. I saw not recently, but like I'd say in the past month or two, I saw Archwizard CJ and we did a Warden Ditto and that was really fun. And then I saw also, I think I saw, what was his name? It was Talon Dillard.
Talon, yeah.
Yeah,
I played with Talon on PS4. I have a PS4 too, but I play with Talon on PS4. I've played with Hound of Terra. He has both PS4 and Xbox. I'm trying to get Oh My Gosh, but like I haven't been able to nail him down. He's a very elusive gentleman.
When will Piranha come out on Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, the
mobile.
Well, I'm trying to get on with Butter Raider. But we haven't organized anything yet. But he's on PS4 too.
All right, let's spread our cheeks away from For Honor, because I get like.
Oh, good. Because I have some questions for you, my friend.
Yeah, before we do that, I need to warn, anyone that's listening. I have a cold right now, so if you don't hear me talking, or you hear me talking like I want to kill myself, it's probably because I do. Because this cold sucks. But yeah, go on, boys.
Okay, so I have a question for you. So naturally, being that I was provided your YouTube channel, I went back all the way and just scrolled as far back as I could your videos.
Oh,
and
no.
I couldn't help but notice that you used to be a Dark Souls boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I did.
Some of these are pretty good. Whatever happened to that? Why don't you make Dark Souls videos anymore?
Well, it's there's been no Dark Souls game. That's why.
You don't just keep making Dark Souls 3 videos?
No, man. I see Dark Souls 3. Here's my relationship with Dark Souls 3. I play it. I play through the Dark Souls series like at least once every year. And when I was really into Dark Souls 3, I played it endlessly, and I started making videos for it. Like naturally. Like it was just sort of like I play this enough. Why not like make something out of it? But I sort of fell out with Dark Souls 3 just because I'm gonna be controversial here. I much prefer Dark Souls 2 to Dark Souls
Really?
3.
You like Dark Souls 2 better?
Oh yeah, man. It's got way more build variety. It's got better PvP.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess it has better build variety. I don't know about PvP,
it's much better. You can't just spam rolls in Dark Souls 2.
Oh, that's true.
My main complaint with Dark Souls 3 is that it does too much, like it has too many like references to Dark Souls 1, and it doesn't have like the early game variety. Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 are really what makes those games great and replayable. In Dark Souls 3, you have to go to Lothric Castle first. You have to go. After that, you can go do the dancer if you're a masochist, but you have to go after that to the Undead Settlement, and then endlessly through. You have to go a set path. It's very linear, and whereas I prefer, hey, I feel like doing fucking graves, not untended graves. What the fuck? The first one in the first game, the skeleton.
The skeleton. Yeah,
the crypt.
Yeah, the crypt.
Yeah.
You can go do the crypt if you want. Like you can go to
Tomb of the Giants.
You can go Tomb of the Giants. Yeah, thank you. Tomb of the Giants. You can go do Pinwheel. You can do all this shit. Early game Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2. But you can't sort of do that in Dark Souls 3. That's my
thing. Yeah, I guess so.
And if you want to do like someone like put it really really well, like if you wanted to do a luck build in Dark Souls 3, like first off, why? Second off, you would have to go up to the game. You would have to go through the game up to where you encounter Henri, kill Henri, then play the entire rest of the game until you get to the fucking abandoned dungeon. Not the abandoned dungeon. Irithyll dungeon. Until you get to Irithyll dungeon, you get that coal to where you can infuse with luck. So like, you can't do much early game Dark Souls 3. But what I will say, Dark Souls 3 has some of the best boss battles in the series.
So let's get to the juicy shit. How you beat your dick?
How do I beat my dick? Usually to hardcore hentai, my guy. Just straight up.
I wasn't asking your reference. I was asking how, boy.
Vertically, sideways, horizontally.
Do you go upwards? Do you go twin tower upward?
Oh man,
this doesn't delve into too personal, does it?
I mean, you asked, but you didn't specify this as being too personal when we were talking.
No. Just to go back a bit, that hentai thing was a joke.
You sure about that?
Occasionally, I will look at some quality hentai. It's got to be quality, but I mean, does anyone like not use their hand? Like, what the fuck? Like, am I supposed to?
I mean,
use something else?
Dude.
Like
that one lady uses a grapefruit.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a lady. Like, she's got like a bunch of things she can stick in there. I'm a dude. Like,
how do you know she doesn't have a dick?
Do it.
Well, that's true. I mean, it is 2019 after all.
Do the toilet seat method, dude.
Excuse me, what?
The toilet seat meta.
Wait. Hold on.
Are you talking about sandwiching your dick between the toilet seat and the toilet bowl?
Yeah.
Dude.
Ouch.
I'm gonna have to go now.
This concludes the podcast.
Yeah, alright.
Podcast now officially over. Anyway, going even further back now on your YouTube, I couldn't help but notice the first video you made, and the only video you made on this game was GTA 5.
One video.
Yeah, that was, how many, 5 years ago?
It says 3 years ago.
Uh-oh.
Really?
And it has Pepe getting infused with memes.
Yeah.
Exposed?
Is that still private? I thought that video was private.
Exposed?
Nope, it is public. It has 3 likes. Make it 4, actually. I just added mine.
There you go.
Well, thank you, but I am actually going to private that thing, because I don't want anyone watching that shit, honestly. I mean, I understand, like...
Quick, Shabo, download it.
I am. I'm saving the address right now.
Fuck. But really, like, I'm sort of embarrassed about it. It's like kind of looking like, if are any of you like artists or writers or anything?
I'm an artist.
Okay, so like, you ever look back at something like 4 years ago?
All the time.
And like,
Constantly.
ew, I don't like that. That's kind of how this is, where it's like, okay, yeah, I can see why I thought this was funny at the time, but this is...
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
So what I was going to ask you was, were you trying to plan on being like a GTA 5 YouTuber? Was that your plan?
At this point, it was basically just me fucking around with my friend. Like, I was just like, okay.
Low key though, was it just you like, okay, we about to get this GTA 5 grind?
I don't think so. I think it was just that we both had the game, and that was that. I don't think it was like, oh, I'm gonna get all these views because GTA 5 is popular. I don't think it was like that.
I'm in the same boat as you. I have a really old video on my other channel where it's actually titled the exact same thing: Shenanigans with Sam and GTA 5.
I haven't been on the what do you call it? I guess I can't relate to that, but I can relate to the whole artist thing because I have like old art that I cringe at.
Yeah, it's very much weird to look back at like old stuff. Let me see when was this update?
Let me quickly
2015. That's 4 years ago. That's wow.
Yeah, that's a quattro.
It's a nice little flash to the past.
Yeah, nice.
I think but yeah, like coming from my perspective, I mean, if I really think about it, you guys are like, honestly, you know, good For Honor YouTubers and everything like that. You've been doing this for a long time, and from my perspective, just coming into the whole YouTube scene, I was thinking about it and I was like, man, I've literally seen you guys like put out videos and all this crap, whatever. And do you guys feel that, For Honor, it's just hard to, play the game and, do videos on it anymore? Is this like not enjoyable?
Yes. Very short answer.
I agree.
If you would, I'll go into a long answer since this is a podcast after all. But the game inherently is it's very frustrating to play because it's a defensive meta right now, and that means the less buttons you press, the more likely you are to win. And I don't know about you, but I like pressing buttons in my games. So it's very aggravating when you're just beaten automatically by people literally just holding down S, which is backwards. So you're beaten automatically by people walking backwards to avoid any mix-up and just dodge rolling. And then you got people that run away from you when they trigger your revenge and shit in the minion, and that's always aggravating because it's like, if you're not prepared to deal with this, why'd you gank me in the first place? Anyway, it's very frustrating to play. It's just because of how defensive the game is, and how like, especially in duels, because with characters like Lawbringer, the way he is now, and the way he is actually, he still has this punish in his rework, which is fucking fantastic, by the way. Lawbringer can get one heavy parry off of you, and he can take away 50 plus HP because of his impaling riposte. And that's not fun. And then you got Shove on Block, which is thankfully being removed. By the way, this is why Lawbringer is listed as A tier currently. I just want to clear that up in case any of your viewers are like, well, Lawbringer's shit. It's like, yeah, he's very shit to play, but he's not fun. I don't understand why anyone has fun playing him.
He doesn't have any openers.
That's the thing. And then people use that. People though use that. Why I get annoyed that as an excuse for his ridiculous punishes. Like, the guy gets, it's possible for him to get upwards of 80 damage on a heavy parry punish if you're in a corner. If he impaling riposts you into a corner, he can do a certain combo. I can't remember the exact thing where he can get a long arm off because you can't dodge because walls block your dodges.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. But he can get an impaling riposte off into a long arm, which then gives him like 80 damage off of a heavy parry. That's really cool. And I don't, and people saying, oh, just because he doesn't have an opener, that makes it totally okay. I don't
80 damage
like that.
Outright kill a shinobi too.
No, not anymore.
Oh wait, not anymore?
No, he used to have 90 HP. He has 110 now. It should go back to 90, in my opinion.
Just dodging away constantly.
Honestly, but yeah, that's my take on Lawbringer. The reason why he here is the stupidly high parry punishes, his shove on block, and his insane health pool. 150 HP means that you need to get twice as many heavy parries on him as he does you. More than twice, I think it's almost 3 times. So you have to do 3 times the punishes on him, then he has to do you. He can do like 2, and you're pretty much critical. So that's amazing. So the game is inherently defensive, and that's why it's frustrating to play, is because you got all these mechanics that make you not want to press buttons, and it encourages people to just stare at you and hold backwards, so they can avoid everything. And the reason that works, I'm getting very mechanical, I'm sorry, but the reason why walking backwards works is because of the locked movement speed in this game is a very important factor that not a lot of people know about. So say you're playing Shaolin against an Aramusha. Aramusha has the slowest locked-on movement speed in the game. There is nothing the Aramusha can do that will catch up to the Shaolin if the Shaolin walks backwards.
No
so
way.
Shaolin Shinobi, Conqueror, all these Gladiator, all these characters have such high movement speed that they can just walk backwards and avoid any mix-up certain characters throughout. Like Highlander's kick, if you just do a raw kick and they're walking backwards, it will whiff. Yeah, that's cool. And if they
seriously,
yeah, I'm absolutely serious. If
I didn't know that.
If they're walking backwards, they can avoid the kick and this dodge on reaction to the toss. And people say Highlander's OP, by the way.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay.
No, lately my way around that is I'll queue with a few friends, and then we'll all play like characters that have like severely like bucket loads of unblockables. So like I'll play Highlander, I'll play Gladiator, somebody will play Black Prior, Conqueror, you know, and then we'll all just gank like 1 or 2 people, and that's all we do like the whole game. And normally it actually works out, but it makes it a lot more fun to like play super aggressive like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like there are ways, like the game is a lot more fun when you're playing with a coordinated squad. That's like
just getting fucked by yourself,
or even just a friend to like goof around.
Like even just one friend. It's but when you're playing alone, it gets very like
toxic.
Like why? Like why are you doing this to me? But yeah, it's very cool. I'm waiting for the locked movement speed change because that will improve the game for me. And it will make Highlander not shit. But
I don't know, man. My heart's just not in it anymore, man.
Yeah, I mean it's very like, and because the game is so frustrating to play, it saps your energy to want to deal with things.
And honestly,
it saps your energy to make and motivation to make content for it.
Let's get deep here real quick, because I've noticed this on the past 6 podcasts. I've not interviewed, but like I've talked to YouTubers, and I asked them like what's their inspiration or thing, what's their thing for doing YouTube for Honor strictly, and most of them or whatever are honestly just depressed at this game. It's just it creates this whole depression, and it's kind of like I think on the Arch Wizard CJ podcast, he explained it perfectly. It's like a broken household, like a broken household that you just don't want to come back to. It's absolutely. It's like that.
Yeah, it's not so much as an abusive relationship as it is. It's like a loveless marriage. I do all this stuff for Honor, and she gives me nothing. So it's kind of funny that way. But yeah, definitely, it's very hard to find motivation it's very hard to find motivation to make videos sometimes because the game gets like at its worst. The game is terrible. Like you'll have an entire row of matches where you get indicator ganked and by people who know how to make indicators disappear, and you'll just get, and the indicators will drop out. You'll get phantom parries where someone will hit a wall and you get locked into an animation. You'll get fucking ganked to death by a shinobi, a raider, or lawbringer impaled. It's it's very hard.
It's hard to do it.
Yeah, my least favorite situation of the gank is whenever you will counter somebody's guard break, and in that like few seconds that you're countering their guard break, somebody would just land a heavy on you and execute you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's very aggravating, and also because I'm gonna go back to Lawbringer again because there's a reason why there's a huge disconnect between competitive and more casual play, is because people are like, you just block left to avoid impale gank, but counter guard breaking, just guard breaking in general confirms an impale.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to it's not even that you have to set it up. The Lawbringer can do it on reaction. At any point in the guard break animation, whether it's the guard break itself or the counter guard breaking animation, the Lawbringer can impale you. And that means you're dead because that wall is close enough. By the way, you're not too far away from that wall.
All right, boys, we got like 30 minutes left on the podcast. Let's get away from this topic.
I'm fine to talk about it, but yeah, we can move on.
Let's move on. Let's move on to anime.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because I see a lot of anime in your thumbnails, and I have to ask, what's your favorite anime?
My favorite anime.
Naruto.
Oh God. So I don't watch much anime, but the anime that I do, I hold in high regard. My favorite anime probably of all time is Cowboy Bebop.
There you go.
Nice.
Absolutely.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
Soundtrack's incredible. I really like, so I can list off some shit I've seen if you guys...
No,
I actually... Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say Cowboy Bebop. Do you watch it subbed or dubbed?
Both. I've watched it more dubbed because the dub is so good.
I was going to say the dub is really good.
It's the best English dub ever, in my opinion. I actually met Spike's voice actor, Steve Blum. He does a bunch of my favorite characters. He does Grunt from Mass Effect. He's the voice
really?
He's the voice of Spike from Cowboy Bebop. But anyway,
wow.
But yeah, I actually met him.
Oh shit. Damn.
You get a signature?
I did. I could send you guys a picture afterwards.
Please send a picture afterwards.
Yeah,
right.
please.
Yeah, I got a signed picture of Grunt from Mass Effect. It's pretty awesome. He also voiced Sauron in Shadow War.
Yeah.
Shadow Mordor. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. He's a very talented voice actor.
I was gonna ask you, have you guys seen Outlaw Star?
I have not.
It is pretty good. It's a really old. It's not older. It's kind of older. It's old anime. It kind of reminded me of the whole Cowboy Bebop, because when I finished Cowboy Bebop, I needed needed that craze, needed that hookup, and I was like, So I just went around, and I'd suggest giving Outlaw Star a try.
Yeah, when I finished Cowboy Bebop, I actually went straight to Samurai Champloo.
That's good.
Samurai, yeah, that's another really good one. Another really soundtrack, great art style. And then after that, I went into JoJo's. So
there you go.
Yeah.
After Cowboy Bebop, I went straight to Space Dandy. That's been my favorite lately.
Oh man, I need to watch that. It looks so good. I really want to watch that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I haven't seen it though.
I think the one thing okay, so like I don't watch anime as much as I read manga. I don't know about you guys, but I read a lot.
Yeah,
I read online.
Okay, so my all-time favorite, manga, anime, whatever, Beserk, hands down.
Oh, hell yeah.
Got the best.
His art is legendary.
Kentaro Miura is the best manga artist ever.
I haven't found anywhere to watch it. I want to watch the anime.
No, please don't watch it.
Don't. You got to read it.
Read the manga.
There is no substitution for Miura's artwork, and all of the adaptations are pretty bad in their own way. 97 anime is the closest you're gonna get. The movies aren't bad, but they still use a little bit of CGI, and the new series is absolutely trash.
It's awful.
Don't touch the 2016-2017 series with a 10-foot pole. It looks atrocious. It butchers Miura's art style. There is one point. I'm sorry, I'm getting into a little rant. There is one point where they got so lazy with their CGI art style. They got so lazy that they just bounced the model up and down to simulate walking.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that.
It's depressing. You cannot butcher an art style more than you did Miura's with Beserk 2016-2017. It's atrocious. They rendered the best fight in manga history into an ugly CGI mess with models clipping into each other. I'm getting very mad. I'm gonna stop.
No. I was actually going to ask, speaking of anime in general, what do you guys say would be a guilty pleasure anime? Like, not okay, when I say this, I mean, boy, could you please let me...
Hands down, I'm sorry. It's my guilty pleasure.
All right, Moron, well, what's your guilty pleasure? It's got to be a bad anime, or ecchi.
See, the thing is, I don't watch that stuff. Like, I only watch stuff that I have like an interest in, because I only watch stuff that has a distinct art style. The story is very interesting. I don't watch fan servicey stuff. Okay, actually, that's a lie.
Hypocrite.
To answer this question, I just remembered because I was like, I forgot I watched Kill la Kill. That's my guilty.
Yup.
But that's good.
It
is still good though. It is still good though. So like my statement still stands. But that is my guilty pleasure because it is very pull out the collar, if you will. It's very fan servicey, but it's a good anime. The art style's great.
It's really good. Honestly, all like I can't really bump it on anything really. The only thing I could bump it on is the pacing, but that's
pacing's
really
a little weird. Yeah,
it gets really fast and really slow, and it does this tug and pull thing, and I don't like that.
But yeah, Ryuko's a top tier waifu, and like the entire series is great. So
she's 16.
Is she?
Oh well, I guess that's it. We're going to be going to break here. Real quick.
Well, fuck. Never mind then.
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
Forget I said anything.
You're under arrest, Mom.
This would be a good time for that bot to come back in and play the.
It's okay. Her anime aired a long time ago. She's more than she's. If she wasn't legal then, she's legal now. It's fine.
There you go.
We found reasoning.
Moron.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm with Dateline NPC to catch a predator. I'm gonna have to ask you to sit right over there.
Fuck. Chris Hansen, please spare me.
Speaking of Chris Hansen, he's just had a really bad fall from grace. Have you guys heard what happened to him?
I have not.
About that, yeah.
Yeah. So he lost his show, back in 2007. I'm not sure if you guys remember his show, To Catch a Predator. He lost his show due to tax evasion. So he was signing off checks that were just, just a pure, what call it? It was, what call it? It was that and something else. I can't remember what the other thing was.
Fraud?
I'm not sure. Not enough to quote me on it, but
money laundering?
Probably both. But yeah, he lost his show, and then he started a YouTube channel called let me look at it. Yeah, it was Chris Hansen versus Predators. And me thinking naturally, I thought this was just like a meme account.
Yeah.
I thought he was just going to be like WWE, like invite him into a ring. Like you just see, like, I got you for 3 minutes. Like,
you're going nowhere.
You're going nowhere. But yeah, he's just had just a really bad fall from grace, dude. He's lost his show, lost everything, and yeah, he's in debt now. And yeah, it's fucking crazy. Dude.
Now all they can say is just, "Hi, I'm Chris Hansen." He can't say he's from Dateline.
Yeah, he can't say that with Dateline NPC. He can't. Yeah, I bet he tosses and turns.
He lost the NBC pass, if you will. Thank you.
Well,
thank you. Here all night.
Well, recently I just got the J pass from Condas.
Oh.
Yeah, the Jesus pass. Could say Jesus now.
Well, he lost it. He lost it, but it came back in 3 days.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Good joke.
There you go.
Religious humor, topical.
Speaking of religion, the way I know I'm going back to Beserk, but the way that Beserk handles religion is just so.
It's so good.
So good, and it raises so many questions without being too biased about it. It's open to interpretation.
It's not biased at all, and it's how religion should be portrayed in the high fantasy setting. It's like Muir is a genius. Like
Oh yeah,
Muir,
definitely.
I know you take hiatuses all the time. That's fine. It's not really, but it's fine. But please finish the manga before I die, please.
That's everyone in the freaking community, dude. We're gonna die. Like we're still gonna be on hiatus.
We're gonna get another Griffith chapter before, like, once every fucking month until we all die, and they're never gonna go back.
For 2 minutes, we got like 2 minutes, then we gotta ask the 2 big questions at the end.
All right.
Did Griffith do wrong? Did he do anything wrong?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's just a meme. And I kind of like when people like actually defend it. Like, it kind of triggers me.
But okay, why though?
Didn't he literally become a demon god?
Okay, so here's the thing. Griffith, I understand the argument. It was that the Band of Hawk was indebted to him anyway, and he like sort of brought them out of their troubles and shit and raised them, and it was their job to die for him anyway. But the way he did it, though, it was inexcusable. What he did, they all trusted him, and he fed them to demons and raped Casca in front of Guts. So it's. Oh, sorry, spoilers, by the way.
Oh, damn, dude.
No, I'm already up to that part. I've seen that.
Yeah, same.
But Griffith, I don't know, man. Like, I really don't know how you could, like, I can see why people would think that it was, that he, I lied. I don't see how you can think he did nothing wrong, because he just, like, how can you, like, excuse that? Like,
you jump from a cut of like, yes, you will die for me, possibly raiding a village, to yes, you will now be fed to demons. Enjoy your life.
I mean, it's not even that. Like, they were about to be, they were heroes basically, and then Griffith got his, and then Guts left, and then Griffith lost control because he didn't have control of Guts anymore. Yeah. Banged the princess, lost everything because he banged the fucking princess.
There was this thing going around for the longest time that Griffith was like in love with Guts. Do you think that's true? Like, be honest.
No. I think that for Griffith it was. I mean, he might, but it's up to Muir at this point. I don't think so, but it's possible. He definitely had like intense feel. It was all about control with Griffith.
I think.
And the moment he couldn't control Guts anymore, the moment Guts wanted to be like the person Griffith said he would like consider a friend, the moment Guts went off to do that, Griffith realized, oh shit, I don't have control of him anymore, and spiraled downwards. And then we had that whole thing.
I think it was more so a what do you call those it wasn't an abusive relationship, but it's a codependent relationship.
Yeah.
I think it was more so Guts was the dependent in that relationship to find his meaning in the world, because this was all centered around Guts finding himself.
Yeah. He honestly
he lost his arm.
Honestly, Guts is one of the best written characters ever.
Hell yeah!
Just because he goes through all of this shit. Like he's raped as a child. He and which causes him to have like all this aversion to being touched, and you can see that like throughout the entire series. He has flashbacks he has PTSD to when he was raped. When he's like having like consensual like loving sex with Casca, like he's traumatized by that. And he like when he opens himself up to Casca, what happens immediately after that closes him back up. He goes on this vendetta of like rage and vengeance, and realizes that, oh shit, I'm becoming a monster. Sort of like levels out a bit. Is now all these people start depending on him. He realizes he can't be this bloodthirsty hound anymore. He struggles with his alter ego in the Beast of Darkness and stuff. I'm getting way into it. I'm sorry.
Yes,
no.
Being the Doomslayer a little bit.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it. Like, I'm just going to say this and I'm going to end it or whatever. I think the thing I love about Guts is how he was portrayed after the eclipse, because he went through the actual stages, in real life stages of grief, the 7 stages. And at the very end, when he finally, realizes, like it's not worth it anymore, I think that's the point where we can actually see him starting to mature, and it's such a great feeling.
Lost Children arc. The Lost Children arc is the best, hands down. The best artwork, best storyline.
It was handled so good, but I don't know why the community is just bumping it. It's really good. I've read it entirely.
Yeah, the Lost Children arc is amazing. Adapted because of this matter, and it would be kind of hard to. Yeah, I don't know how you would get away with animating dead children.
Yeah,
but
you can't do that. But
yeah.
Anyway, let's move on from the Beserk topic. So we do 2 regular questions on the podcast. We kind of like, this is our bread and butter, I guess you could say.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
This is my time to shine.
So, Moron, we do 2 questions. One I'm going to save at the end is going to be a deep question, and one right here is going to be...
your favorite color?
No. We're not about that. So, awkward bathroom stories. Have you ever had just one over-the-top experience that just shines above the rest? And let us know what it is.
Oh, shit. Yeah, there's this one time, this guy, like, I was in a stall, taking a shit. This was in college. I was just, doing my business. I don't know why people like to talk or do anything in a stall next to you.
It's just awkward.
It's so awkward.
It really is.
Why the fuck would you? But anyway, this was so much above that because he knocked on the stall door, and I was like trying to ignore him like the hardest, but he got like aggressive. It was like, "Hey, I know you're in there. Like, respond to me." I'm like, Jesus shit. So I'm like, so this is like 1 or 2 a.m. at the library. We're like studying for like exams or some shit. And this guy's like pounding on the wall, like, "Hey!" Like, and he's like, he's just asking me like what I thought. This is like right after fucking movie was that? This was right after.
You watched some movie.
Fucking John Wick. It was after John Wick came out. And he was like, what'd you think of the fucking red circle, like the club scene? Like, what'd you think of that? And I'm like, I'm taking a shit. Can you shut the fuck up? And that's where it ended. Like, he was like reaching under the stall and shit. I was like,
oh my god, what the hell?
Like, it was.
Dude, were you about to scratch? Okay, so like every bathroom has like. You look down, and at the very bottom, it has those open arereas. You just see him, just like go underneath
the
right there.
Like he has a hand.
Oh my god, dude! He's trying to touch your leg.
Okay, minor correction. I forgot. It was not right after John Wick came out, but okay,
scary movie.
We were in a group that like had watched it. I think that's when it was like it was a film class. And both, I went to the bathroom and this guy came in and he was talking about the scene. That's what it was. I don't know. That was like 2-3 years ago now. So
I guess my first thing, whatever, when I get done watching this movie, I want to go ask everyone in the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, like, I understand he wanted to talk about it, but, like, wait till I'm out of the shitter, please.
Dude, is it just me, or is it just really awkward? I mean, I guess I'm just an awkward individual, because I'll relate to just awkward things in general. But is it just awkward when you're just pissing at the urinal, right, and then someone just comes up next to you?
No, that's totally awkward.
No.
Yeah.
Like, is it just me though? Like, it's not even a thing like of big dick or small dick at that point. It's more so like you have that little divider, but it's so fucking like low that doesn't even. It's not even helping at that point or whatever. Like, so they'll just look over.
I have found a solution for that situation. What you do is when they walk up to you, next to you, and they use the urinal next to you, you just kind of mumble to yourself. You're like, "Damn, I hate when my dick touches the bottom of the urinal."
Dude, I saw that meme. I stole that from me.
And then they just like go to the next one over. It happens every time I say it.
I actively try to avoid people in public because that's just I don't like people that much.
I feel that.
I find
something so off the wall, dude, that they have to leave or whatever. Like,
wow, my gun's touching my balls. Shit.
Oh man.
I need to pull this butt plug out before it gets stuck.
Anyway.
Okay.
All right. So next question.
All right. So final question of the podcast. Before I go to that, was that the only story you had? Or was this some guy just wanted to talk about John Wick while you were taking a fat deuce?
That's pretty much like just the occasional like someone encroaching on personal space. Like nothing. Like that's the only like interesting. Like it's like what the fuck?
If
what are you
we
thinking?
Have time.
It was college, so he was probably high. Like I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Is it just me though, or is water park bathrooms the most fucking awkward places ever?
Yikes.
Have you ever went to a water park bathroom? It's really the slimiest shit ever.
I actively avoid water parks because they're just disgusting cesspools of germs. I get sick often enough. I don't need to like get fucking sepsis or some shit.
Dude, when you go into water park bathrooms, you have to literally like you have to watch out where you step. You have to watch how you step. It's literally a death trap in those things because everything's fucking wet, dude.
Yeah.
Like the toilet seat, the fucking stall itself, the fucking windows, the mirrors, everything.
Actually, Flame, I don't think anything's wet until you walk in there.
Yeah.
Ooh. If we have time, I do have one really good bathroom story.
Go ahead, go for it.
Okay, well, this is a friend of a friend who does this. I know this guy, and he's fucking gross. He is disgusting. This guy will like literally like when his dog shits, he picks it up with his bare hands. Like this guy's nasty. So
what a fucking legend.
This guy, I was told a story about this. I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm pretty sure it is. He told me that his friend went to a bathroom and a restaurant one time, and somebody in the next stall to him was like blasting music on their phone and was like being really annoying and like just wouldn't stop watching videos and stuff on their phone. And he asked him for toilet paper. He's like, "Hey, they didn't stop toilet paper in here. Can I get some?" So my friend my friend of a friend who was taking a shit wipes his own ass with his bare hand.
Oh no, he credit card?
And he's like, "Here you go, bro." And he reaches under the stall. The guy's like, "Thanks." And he touches his hand and gets his shit on his hand. And he's like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
All right. Okay.
Wow. I think that's probably
That's probably the worst story I've ever heard.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I would not be surprised with this guy. He's disgusting.
Jesus. All
right.
right.
Low key though, like, if he did, let's just say hypothetically, he did do it, right? Like, do you think he'd wash his hands afterwards? I don't think he would.
I was told that he immediately ran out of the bathroom and went to his car.
Wow.
So he didn't wash or anything. I think he washed his hands.
People like that are a menace to society.
Like,
why? Just like why though?
Why?
I guess because he thought he was an asshole, so he just
He immediately died in a car wreck, and then the police find him with his shit-covered hands.
How would you like ever figure out how that happened? Like, how did this shit on his hand?
I don't want to find out.
I don't. Let's not theorize because I'm already.
All right, yeah. Let's.
I was hungry, but not anymore.
You're welcome. All right, last question time.
All right, so last question's a deep question.
All right.
But this question is more so an opinionated question, so there is no right or wrong answer. You're free to answer it, or you're free not to answer it.
Has there been right or wrong answers throughout the run-up?
No, there actually.
Yes, the police are on their way.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you don't loot the dragon morally, but you already did, so we're already coming to you.
Which one?
Which one? He said.
I don't know.
No,
like, I don't watch that type of anime.
Here.
I'm sorry.
Are you sure?
I am just Chris Hansen.
I just don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, take a seat right over there.
Yeah, fuck.
All right, so this question is, in your opinion, what it is? Okay, blah. It's what in your opinion is it to be human?
Oh damn, dude.
Just gotten off to the Beserk thing, so this is gonna be interesting for your
yeah. It's being okay. This is gonna sound weird, but let me explain. It's living. You know, you can't just like sit here and be an amoeba. You have to you have to go out and like experience shit. You have to be human is to be human is to fail. To be human is to succeed. It's just to live. Basically, you have all these options that you can do. You have all this shit that you could like go down. Any path you want is like out there in front of you if you really want to take it. You have the ability to do it because you are a sentient human being that is alive in a very interesting time. This is a dumb answer. I should.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Yeah, but I think that part of being human is failing, and I just throwing this out there. I've struggled with depression, and that's because like I was worried about like failing, and I was like failing for a long time, and it just wasn't getting better, and I thought that this is it, like that's all there is. But no, like everyone fails. Everyone has shit times. You just gotta have the willpower to move forward and make it better. So that's what it is to be human.
So in your, I guess let's summarize this into one sentence. So if you had to take away, if someone listening to this would take away one thing, what would you think it would be for your message?
That failure isn't bad. It's inherent in everyone's human experience. You need to fail to succeed, basically. So don't be afraid to fail. That's what I want people.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think we've heard that yet.
Oh,
Shabo,
really?
No, we haven't heard that one yet. Shabo, what did you give you? Did you
I did.
tell yours?
It was basically the same thing. Fail and come back from it.
I was getting a little bit of deja vu, but yours was a little more different than that. It was more so like the process of failing and succeeding. His was more focused on you shouldn't be afraid to fail, or the phobia of failing in general.
Yeah, man,
anyway,
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, that was a really good one, I will admit. All right. So this brings us to the end of the podcast. Moron, do you have anything to shout out?
Check out my channel, if you will. Moron Abound on YouTube. Thank you guys for having me on. I would also like to shout out good friend Young Malaria, Uncle Draza, whatever you know him as. Go check him out. He's great. He needs the subscribers way more than I do. He also needs money way more than I do. So go give him some AdSense. His kidneys are failing, please. Anyway.
Is that real? Like,
yeah, I'm not joking. He would like me joking about that, but go check out Young Malaria. Go give him some love. My channel too, but that's not as important. Anyway, guys, thanks for having me on. That was a lot of fun.
Here, let me wrap this up. Shabo, have anything that you want to shout out, plug, Instagram? Okay, well, I guess that wraps us up. This has been one hell of a trip, as always, guys. I've been your host, Flame, here with the boys. Please feel free to check out the Discord in the description. If you feel charitable, please feel free to support our podcast by donating on Patreon. We do extra podcasts called The Lightning Round. We do plan on giving a few free ones here and there, just to give you a taste. But as always, guys, we really appreciate it. So we see you next time. Later. Okay, fucking Zach, I want to leave.